Spain, of all places. Tell me about your trip. How was it? How'd you do?
Oh man, it was amazing. I mean, great sights, beautiful people, bars, restaurants, super hot, humid, sticky somewhat. There was somewhat of a heat wave down there. 75%,
Still?
75% humidity.
Damn.
So it was very hot, but I had a great time. People were very friendly. I got to rejuvenate my Spanish because I don't know if you know this, especially with like other Latino cultures, when they ask you what you are and you be like Puerto Rican, they're like, oh, you don't speak Spanish. Because they know that a lot of Puerto Ricans, they especially first generation, second generation, some of it gets lost. So they're like, oh yeah, you don't speak. And it is a stereotype, but it's somewhat true because I didn't grow up speaking Spanish, but that was kind of my father's fault because my mom is fluent, but he told her to stop because he said you're confusing him, which could not be more far from the truth. That's the best time when I was an infant to be taken in 2 languages. But anyway, Spain was great, man. I met some great people. I had a great time. Most of all, biggest thing for me that's has me borderline want to relinquish my citizenship from the United States of America, and this is big. Everything is super cheap there. Like food, bro. I went to a restaurant, 4-course, 5-course meal, $40. I had squid. There were appetizers, there were mains, there were drinks. I paid for 2 people and $40. Actually 37.
And no tip. No tipping over there.
And you don't have to, and you don't tip.
Yeah.
I mean,
What a country.
they looked at me like when I went to breakfast one day by myself, and they looked at me like I had 3 heads when I was like, how do I tip? And they were like, you're not from here, are you? Like, nah, it's good. It's included. Like, I don't even know if it's included. It's just they don't tip. But yeah, it was a great time, man.
It's good to have a culture shock.
Let me tell you about. I'm determined to tell everybody about this. Pack of ground beef, $2. $2. 2 dozen eggs, $2. Wine, $2.30. 750 milliliter of rum, $6.50. So
son of a bitch, man.
Yeah,
Why are we living in New Jersey?
They not even New Jersey. Just they believe that people are supposed to eat there. That's what I'm convinced. And that it's America is a tax, bro. Everything is a tax.
Everything's a tax.
It called Spain's Uber, Cabify, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of them. They have a couple ride sharing.
They might have banned Uber in Europe. Parts of Europe, I know for a fact, banned Uber. Yeah.
When I went a couple years ago, there was Uber. Now there was no Uber. $5-6, $7 max to go 15 minutes if it isn't crazy demand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one drawback to my trip is that, long story, I'll keep it short. My iPhone fried. This is the story. This is a short version. You can ask questions after. My iPhone stopped working. I did a really dumb thing. My phone was getting very, very hot indoors with AC when I was in the apartment I was staying in. So I did the dumb thing. I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. I put it in the fridge.
Oh, you moron.
Yep. It's like, I've never heard of condensation. And I put it in the fridge. But long story short, iPhone was stopped. It was getting real hot. I put the nail in the coffin by putting it in the fridge. I took it out after 5 minutes, and it was just you're an idiot. Fast forward, I have 3 Android phones. I'm also team Android right now.
Hell yeah, dude. Android's the way to go, baby.
So yeah, I have. Why do I have 3 Android phones? I can get into it if you want me to. I have three. I have Android
guesses.
phones plus the iPhone, the broken iPhone.
Damn, bro. What are their names?
I didn't name them.
No.
Alcatel.
No. You missed my meaning here. What you gotta have 3 phones for 3 different people.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So what are their names?
What is it? I implement my
my
Fifth Amendment right.
You can plead the Fifth. You can say I'm full of shit.
My
You can
Fifth
say I'm
Amendment
full
right
of
to
shit.
not self-incriminate. But no, that wasn't even it, man. It was I got the first one, cheap $80 Android. It was a smartphone. You couldn't open more than one app at once.
Yeah. Do they work? They work over here?
So that's the thing. The first one, I had a Spain SIM card I already got beforehand. I took it out my iPhone, put it in that one. Then a couple days later, I left it in a cab.
Bro.
Right?
Bro.
I left it in a cab. And like it was like a unique situation because it lodged into the seat, like into the trunk. Normally,
Okay.
I've never done this before.
Yeah, it happens.
Because I was like, oh, I just got out the car, and as soon as I got out, I was like, I don't have my phone. And so that was that. I couldn't get it back for a couple days because the help number that they were giving you are like individual numbers that connect you with an agent. That it's a scrambling thing that every time you call it's a different number, but the number was not connecting. So I didn't have a phone. So what do I do? What does Christian do? I go to the store where I'm having them look at my iPhone to get repaired, and I go, yo, you're not gonna believe this. I lost my other phone. I need another phone. These phones are way too expensive. I already dropped $80 on the phone. What do you got? So he gives me like an old Galaxy, $100, pretty good phone. It was a good deal. So cool. I end up getting my other phone back eventually. A couple days later, I come back to the States and my American SIM is not working. So I'm like, what is the problem? I've had so much phone trouble. I have 3 Androids. Matter of fact, I have 2 Androids. So I go to the store and they say these phones are not supported by Verizon. So I'm like, what? Okay, what does that mean? You got to buy another phone. 3 Androids.
Dude. That sucks.
So I dropped like $300 on phones like in the past.
I thought I've had problems with phones in the past, but man, I can't hold a candle to that. I have broken some phones in some pretty stupid ass ways.
But that was like the only thing. Everything else, man, I was peaceful. I was going out, going to bars, acting like a native, shopping at the supermarkets and chilling. I was there 15 days, so it was a good time.
It's a long time, man. It's a good time to be out of the country. I wish I could do that. One day I'll do that. The best thing I ever did leaving the country. Actually, the only time I left the country was me and my friends, senior year of college, went to Jamaica for spring break. It was like 8 days, maybe a little give or take. And it was great. Stayed at an all-inclusive resort, waking up having pina coladas like 8 in the morning. And
nice.
We got really drunk. We made some really stupid decisions. My friend did mushrooms, which was, I don't know why he bought mushrooms to do on the beach, but he did. And he enjoyed them. So shout out to that guy who sold that guy, my friend, some mushrooms.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I'm not opposed to eating mushrooms, just not from a stranger on the beach in Jamaica.
Does he have a name? I was curious the drug dealers' names.
I didn't ask, dude. I didn't talk to him. I wanted no part of that. Call him Frank.
Frank?
Yeah, the most un-Jamaican name ever.
Frank the Jamaican drug dealer.
Well, the cool thing about Jamaica was, well, actually, there's a lot
Frank has dual citizenship. He was born in the States.
There's a lot of cool, yeah, totally. There's a lot of cool things about Jamaica. Like the first thing that we got asked when we got in the cab, not even where you going. It's just, do you want to get weed? And we just look at each other and go, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So the cab driver's like, do you want weed? We can get you weed. He's like, we give him $30 and he gave us like a bunch of weed. It's Jamaica. It's technically federally illegal in Jamaica, but they just don't care. Can you believe that?
So I looked into this before I went to Spain. I'm not an avid weed smoker, but I was just curious. In Spain, the laws are very gray. I don't know if you know this.
I don't.
But in Spain, smoking weed on the street is illegal, right?
Okay.
And drug dealing, selling weed is illegal.
Okay.
But you can grow your own.
For personal use.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And
can you gift?
I don't know if they have the gift rule.
That's what I
but
get.
Here's the catch. Here's the biggest thing. Since you can't sell it on the street, hand to hand type of thing.
Yeah.
They have weed clubs all over Barcelona. That's where I was.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It's legal though.
Yeah.
You literally.
He's got to do in a designated area.
And the way that it works is you pay it's like a country club. You pay a membership fee, and you go in there and just smoke. And the other rule is you can't smoke on the street, but you can smoke on private property. So It's either a weed club or your house, your crib. But it's funny, I was reading about it. It was yeah, guys, be smart. Don't grow more. You can grow weed, but don't grow more than you need for personal use. Don't try to be Walter White with weed though.
Yeah.
And
don't have a greenhouse in your attic.
Jesse Pinkman and Walter White. That was meth, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, in some places it's the same thing.
It's like be smart. Don't have them come in and be like, yeah, you have like a whole plantation of weed.
Dude, the best.
There's no way you're smoking all this, man.